Hello, citizens, and welcome back. This is our match reaction to Man City 1, Everton 1 in the Premier League. Make sure to hit like, hit subscribe. Let's jump into it. So first off, apologies for anyone that was in the live stream when I did that, because I was at the ground. I was at the Etihad live streaming the game from my phone, from my seat. My phone died. I didn't charge it. I've had a very busy couple of days. So yeah, apologies for the 3 people that were watching that. As for everyone else that did watch the game, I apologise. Your Christmas has been ruined, unless you're an Everton fan or any other fan, I suppose, because we were once again goddamn awful. What more can you say really about this team at the moment? We got a bunch of bottle jobs. There's 11 bottle jobs on the pitch every single game. You know, no one wanting to press, nobody wanting to put in challenges, nobody wanting to jump, you know, and compete in the air. It's just a mess all round. And again, you have to say Pep's getting it all wrong time and time again. You know, the line, it's just so bizarre. I mean, the team itself, look at the team. You've got Ortega in goal, Lewis at right back, Akanji, Ake in the middle, of Vardy on the left. Then it was Kovacic at CDM with Foden, Bernardo in the middle. And then you've got Doku, Savinho, and Haaland front three. Again, we start the game bright. We start the game well. The fans are all on board. Everyone's nice and happy. You know, we look like the old City from last season and the season before. We're pressing really well. And we're creating a couple of chances. You know, we hit the post early on from Vardy. I think it was a corner that came in. And then we just keep up the pressure for a little bit longer, but die down significantly. The crowd goes flat. The players go flat. And Everton get themselves in the game. And, you know, it's time and time again. It's happening. And we got the goal. It was a well-worked goal, to be fair. It's well done. Bernardo gets, I don't know if it's gone down as a Bernardo goal or an own goal, but from my perspective at the ground, it looked like an own goal, but whatever, who cares? We score 1-0. You know, we take the lead, which doesn't happen often these days. But once again, we can't keep a clean sheet. You know, we absolutely we bottled it going in midway into the side of the first half. Because again, it looks like we ran out of energy. Nobody wanted to press. Nobody wanted to put in challenges. We bottled from every single challenge. Everton winning every second ball. Everton knowing that if they defend and hit us on the break, they'll call us problems, which is what they did. Well, we're poor defended though. Again, lack of pressing up front. I think it was a Doku who gave the ball away as well. I mean, was he trying to bring the ball down on the edge of his own box for? Loses it, doesn't trap back, doesn't even bother, just jogs to try and get back in position. Our defenders don't know what to do at the moment. They don't know whether to close people down, don't know whether to stand off them. So they do nothing. The cross comes in, the players do nothing, falls to them, get the goal, take and finish, and game dead from that point on. We fought for a little bit towards the end of the first half. You know, we shown a little bit of fight, we shown a little bit of mettle, I suppose. We tried to get back in front. But the game was done essentially. Gets to half time, no changes made. Second half starts. Again, we look bright for about 5-6 minutes. Savinho actually came into the game in the second half, because in the first half, I thought he was pretty much non-existent. You know, gets into the ball in the second half, wins a penalty. Couldn't really tell if it's a penalty or not from my point of view, but who cares? We got it. Haaland over it. No confidence whatsoever. I had no confidence in him. I don't think anyone around me had any confidence in him scoring. I thought he was going to balloon it over. Instead, he makes it. Well, it's an easy save for Pickford in the end, wasn't it? Good save from him. And yeah, again, the only thing that could have happened in that second half, really, because we looked like we were trying. That's the thing. We looked like we were playing with more energy, and we looked like we were playing with more intent, but we weren't really. We weren't really doing anything different. And Everton knew that, and they just defended and kept clearing up the field and kept counter-attacking, because they knew they were going to get the chance, which they did. They got their chance. Was it an injury time where they broke on us 4-on-2 and we nearly lost the game? And really, Everton should be burying that. So again, another point, disappointing performance, poor from everyone. I mean, and then again, look at Pep's subs. I mean, he brought on De Bruyne in the second half. What a waste of time that was. He took off Kovacic for Gundogan. Again, what a waste of time that was. I mean, you could see Kovacic when his number was called up, or before it was called up, and he pointed at Pep because his face was on the big screen. And he was like, "Me? Taking me off?" I don't know if that was just because he wasn't sure, but another thing I would have been saying about his coach, why he's taking me off when I'm probably been the best player on the pitch, which at the end I thought he was. I thought Kovacic was good. I thought Bernardo was good. Other than that, Spino had a decent second half, but so many players. I mean, I'm at the ground, so I'm not getting the hindsight of all the commentators and what you see on TV and what the cameras pick up, but Foden to me looked non-existent in that game. Savinho in the first half, Doku the whole game. Where the hell was he? I mean, we kept giving him the ball, kept losing it, poor passing. No intent to get past this man. It was shocking today. Got Doku of old. Our defense. Who else did we have? We had Ake, I thought had a decent game. Actually, I thought Ake was probably good. Maybe Ake was our best player. Yeah, actually, I say Ake was our best player today. Akanji shocking, letting players beat him in front of him when the crosses come in. No real pace. His passing is, I don't even know what he's doing. His decision making, everything's wrong with him at the moment. Lewis at right back, he's not a defender. He can't defend. He has no idea what he's doing when the player's running at him. So just backs off, lets him into the box. I mean, he let whoever it was in the second half, I think his bro, run about 60 yards with it before he decides to stand him up. Once he's inside the box, pointless defender, don't get it. And up front, he's not much better either because he takes a rush of blood to the head and he just makes wild decisions or wild passes or wild shots and things like that. So yeah, useless. Guardiola, useless unless he's scoring from a corner. Defensively, he's gone downhill. Going forward as well, not much better. So yeah, we had problems all over the pitch once again. It doesn't look like we're going to be, you're hoping for a Christmas present, aren't you? You're hoping that we win a game and we get 3 points and we get back on track going into the new year. It's not worked out at all. We're just stuck in the same rut. We're stuck in the same mud. And I am looked, but I'm sure Sky Sports and other places are going to be saying, Everton stun champions. It's not a stun anymore. I didn't have any confidence in Haaland scoring that goal. I had no confidence in us creating chances, which we didn't. I had every confidence of them taking a chance at a corner or free kick. I mean, they didn't, but they put in plenty of crosses in the box. They are dangerous, Everton. And one of the things I want to say as well, that I got there about half an hour before kickoff, and when the teams are out and they're warming up and stuff like that, and they're taking shots or passes or crosses. And all I watched for City do for the full warm up was do overlaps, underlaps, and crosses. They were just crossing the box constantly to Haaland, crossing it from right, left. That was the whole warm-up. And I didn't see any of that once the game kicked off. Didn't see any of it. I saw the same old boring build-up. You have a chance to counter them several times, but as usual, we counter, we get up to the middle of their box, and then we stop. Whoever has the ball, whether it's Savinho, Docky, the fullbacks, Haaland, it doesn't matter who it is. Whoever is countering stops midway inside the opposition half, like they did today, and then they pass back to the defenders. Every single counter-attack we have, whereas when teams counter on us, they get the ball forward, they don't mess about, they put it in the box, and they score goals. And I'm so sick of this Pep system and so sick of the way he's playing when it's not working out, and he's refusing to change it because Pep knows best, because he's won 4 league titles in a row. But his stubbornness is costing us game in, game out. And it's so ridiculous. So stupid. And again, I see no end to it. I don't see us fixing it going into the new year. I was hoping for a more positive result today, but I did see that Tarkovsky told Sky Sports on Christmas Eve that he expects Everton to get a result. I mean, I think we all expected Everton to get a result, but it's still not good enough. There's ways to lose games. There's ways to draw games. And again, this isn't it. You can't try for 6-7 minutes of an opening half and then bottle it for the rest of the game. You can't do it. Not in this league. Not in any league. It's not good enough. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. The fans have turned. The fans have turned. I think they've turned on Pep, and I think they've turned on the players. And rivals and other City fans may say, fickle, you don't know how good you got it, blah, blah, blah. But I go to the games. I've had a season ticket through all these years. I've seen different City teams. I've seen some bad ones and I've seen some good ones. This is a bad one. And the fans have turned now. The last couple of games, for the first time in years, I've heard City fans booing at the final whistle. I've heard City fans booing the players, and they deserve to be booed as well. They're not good enough. And like I said, it all comes down to the fact that they're used to winning so much, and when it's against them, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to fix it. And the way you fix it is by working hard, by pressing your men, by working together and doing the dirty work. You have to put your foot in. You have to put your head in. You have to try and get ahead of your man. And you have to battle hard. You have to do the gritty stuff. And they're not doing it. Every single player in that team bottles out challenges every single game. And in that second half, there was one point where they had it in the middle. And I think it was like 4 City players bottled it. The number of times they'd give a quick 1-2 and then just do 3 of our players because our players just running around in circles. Basics. They're doing basics wrong. And it's when you're down in that, when you're struggling, when you've won 1 game in 13 and you've lost 9 of those 13, you have to do the gritty. You have to get down to basics. And the team are not good enough. Pep's not good enough. None of them are doing their job. And Pep can throw his arms around all at once and turn to the bench and discuss when a shot goes wrong or a wrong pass is made. And he claps them when they do something stupid every single time, Not good enough anymore. So yeah, the fans have turned. And maybe it's time for Pep to go. Some will be saying Pep has to go. I know my dad's one of them, bloody hell. But yeah, the fans have turned on him. the fans around me that sit at the games, they're not liking it. They're not enjoying Pep. They're not enjoying the team because everyone can see that something is drastically wrong. And when you lose games, which we have done over the years, you know, even in the title winning seasons and 100 points and all that, yeah, we've had a great time. Yes, we've been spoiled. We have been spoiled. We really, really have. But the players then stick their foot into challenges. They press, they work together, they do the gritty stuff. And yet, when we're down, when we're losing games, when we're not having good results, when everyone is low on confidence, none of that stuff is happening. The basics are gone. The challenges are gone. The pressing's gone. And they're the minimum requirement for a football team. They're minimum requirements for the Premier League. You know, and the amount of money they get paid, I deserve the minimum. And I expect the minimum. And you should expect the minimum as fans. So, yeah, the fans have turned on them. They've turned now. And if they don't get a result in, I mean, they're going to get beat by Leicester at the weekend. But if they don't get a result next weekend against West Ham, if we lose that game, you know, or we put in another poor performance and we slug to a draw, I fear for the team. I fear for Pep because we've got to make some changes in that January. We've got to make some signings. We've got to get rid of half that team. I can think of 7-8 players off the top of my head that need to go. You know, and this is that's for another video later on, closer to the January transfer window. But so many of these players are not good enough. And we've had a dreadful time in the transfer window, selling players that we shouldn't, just for the Chelsea to sign them up cheap or sign them for 100 million a year after. Not good enough from the club, not good enough from Pep, not good enough from the players. So yeah, they deserve to be booed. Oh, City fans are fickle. City fans, they're selfish, greedy, whatever. Not good enough at all. And I'm bored of watching it. I'm bored of sitting there in the cold and watching this dross. Yeah, if we were crap and we're in the lower divisions, I've been to games like that too. I was in the K-Packs them years when we were crap, when we were in the second division and first division. I was going to them games too. But them players put in a fight. Them players didn't mind getting tackled. Them players didn't mind, you know, throwing their body in the line or something. These players are prima donnas. It's not good enough. And I expect better. Whoever the captain is, and fuck me, it shouldn't be Walker. I know he was on the pitch today, but I can't fucking stand him. It shouldn't be him. Oh, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. So yeah, that's it. That's the match reaction. I'm done with it. I'm done with City for this year. Fuck him. I know I have to watch them again against Leicester this weekend, but I'm done with it. I'm not going to watch any football until then. Thank you very much. Again, sorry about the live stream for the 3 people who are watching that. I'll make sure my phone's charged next time. Thank you very much for watching. It's been great. Merry Christmas to all. Happy holidays if you don't celebrate. Whatever it is, time of year, you know, just don't watch City. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.